One other thing most everyone says has to be done by government is running libraries. They've always been run by government. It's not a bookstore, it's a free government service. But just as with roads and garbage removal, what if the government, instead of trying to manage the library itself, hired a private contractor and said, you run it? Would service decline? Would the private company cut corners to increase profit? Special correspondent Kennedy checked out some private libraries in California.
Can you really drink coffee and just walk around the library? You can. That's awesome.
This library in Santa Clarita, California, is different from most libraries I've visited.
Open shotgun. Open shotgun.
We have story times every single day for kids, all different ages.
You can check out a computer that comes out of one of these vending machines.
Oh, whoa, there's your laptop. You got it.
It's free, as long as you return it. When you want to check out books and DVDs, a computer handles that.
There you go. Is that cool or what?
And when you return a book, no librarian has to find out where it goes on the shelf. Machines do that automatically.
Look at that. They have your book.
People love this library.
The staff here are amazing.
Really?
Yeah, they've helped me so much.
Do you know they're not public workers? Do you know they're hired by a private company?
Oh, I did not know that.
No one we asked knew that.
Do you know that it's a private library?
Private?
Private?
Yeah.
Really?
Do you see a difference?
Yeah, definitely.
They do a better job of running your library system than LA County did.
They know what they're doing.
Bob Keller is mayor of Santa Clarita. He voted against allowing a private company to manage his town's libraries.
I went down on a 4-1 vote, and you know what? That's okay.
Are people happy?
Oh, they're thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. Come here any day of the week, but particularly on weekends. This new library is packed with our citizens and our families. This was one of the best decisions we ever made. When you look at the success of our library system today, thank you.
Some people think that the government should run libraries, but I think they've shown if you contract things out to a private company, they do just fine, right?
Yeah.
So the mayor, he voted against this, but now he says I was wrong?
Yeah, he was against it before he was for it, and now he sees what an incredible success story this is. It saves the taxpayers money, but most of all, it keeps them really involved in the library. They use it. They're stoked.
Yeah, the traffic is up 23%, circulation up 39%, program attendance up 57%.
Volunteer hours are up 130%. That means people are coming to the library to help out and really get involved.
And yet volunteer hours sounds like, oh, you're taking away government jobs. Volunteers are going to be doing this. But they have more paid librarians.
Actually, the library is run so much more efficiently by the private company, LSSI, now than when the county ran it. The county was only able to offer 14 librarians, but this company was able to get enough money together, including retirement packages, for 19 full-time librarians.
Right, more librarians. And you mentioned LSSI, which stands for Library System and Services. They're the one big privatization of library chain.
That's all they do. They don't have to waste time focusing on anything else, and this is a privatization success story.
Should also say that the two libraries were open only 6 days a week. Now it's 7 days a week. And yet, people just hate this term. When you talk to the city, they said, we object strongly to the term privatization. We've outsourced our library.
Well, I think outsourcing is more offensive to people. Privatization, if you hear the word privatization involved in any sort of government service, you should breathe a sigh of relief, because it means it's going to be run efficiently.
I mean, it might not be, but the beauty of it is if it's not, the city can then say, okay, private company, you're fired, and hire somebody else.
Yeah, and
government never fires itself.
Well, and Santa Clarita is not saddled with these long-term pension contracts, which is breaking the bank of many California cities, and they're doing quite well compared to some of their neighbors.
And the city saves $1 million a year that they were spending on their own less good libraries. Thank you, Kennedy. Coming up, 100,000 Americans are on a waiting list hoping someone will donate a kidney or some other organ that might save their life. Our next guest went to a country where you can buy and sell organs legally. What happens there? She'll tell us.